All right. Monday night, refresh me. What'd y'all do?
Flute?
You did flute. Well, I'm bringing it back to Saber.
That was a special request just for me.
So, oh, was it just flute
Yeah.
for you? And because we can do flute, my flute's in there. But you're all armed with these, so I'm feeling good with these.
He just said bring out the weapon of your choice. So
Oh.
I have to agree to
Uh-huh.
do the flute just for me.
Okay. Well, let's pick a Saber move. And let's do a similar kind of drill as what we did in full access training, and try to find a way to find connectivity through a move, which hopefully by working on one move or two moves will infiltrate and affect the whole form. So give me a move. Who's got a move?
Push boat.
Push boat with current. That is an excellent one for connectivity. So let's try it a few times. Not worrying about being connected. I mean, you are. But. So we're here at the end of turn right over the head, hidden knife. And let's just push boat one. Push boat two. And let's go ahead and do the turn. Push boat three. You what? You got the feet?
Yeah, it's okay. I haven't done it in 8 years.
So here's the, I know you're doing great. So here's the thing, let's go ahead and let's do a loop of push boats. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Because our
ma'am.
feet are in the same spot.
Have to get off the pet rope.
Yeah, well, yeah. And push boat one. Push boat two. And this time you'll be able to see. Push boat three. One more time, push boat one. Push boat two. Push boat three. Turn. That's it. You got it. You got it. All right.
Can I see a push boat, please?
Yes. Sound like you remember it? Yeah. Okay, so this time, let's try it Master Gohring style. Let's imagine that our legs weigh 10,000 pounds apiece. All right? Let's
Okay.
try it. Probably going to slow you down. I hope it slows you down. And begin. 10,000 pound legs. Again. Keep going. Now push boat loop. Super heavy legs. Push boat two. Three. All right, next one. Head suspended. And begin. Proceed, same thing. Two. Three.
Where does the knife go on the last little stick?
The last little bit.
Yeah.
You mean once you turn around?
Yeah, where does the edge go?
Ah, where does the edge go? So it's going to become a turnaround over the head hidden knife kind of scenario, but you're getting into it a little differently. So where the knife goes is, first it's going to come down, and then over the head hidden knife.
Ah.
What you're seeing though, I think what you're seeing is the twisty flurly thing, right?
And it wasn't over your head either.
No, because it's internalized.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. You need to get some of that internalization.
Well, here it comes. So, the movement is there, I just tighten my wrist up just for that. I mean, I'm gripping it loosely, but I've taken some of that extra spin out, which causes this to spin, yes, like that, because my body is turning. The best way I can describe it is sort of like an eddy in water. You know, here's the big current, here's the little one. It's the same current, it's just been put into a smaller space. Does that make sense? Yes. So, as I do this turn, and by the way, if you don't learn it, the rote, W-R-O-T-E way, or R-O-T-E?
R-O-T-E.
R-O-T-E? With me. Yeah. If you don't learn it that way, the little twisty whirly thing will never happen. So, you'll see me do it both ways, depending on who I'm teaching. But, the same thing will happen, because basically I'm here, and I let my wrist take that flourish, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
So should I practice this?
Let's do it both ways. Do it both ways. Give it a try both ways. Yeah. Okay, now you've had a little bit of a conversation break. Now, head suspended and 10,000 pound legs. This is going somewhere. I have one more thing on my sleeve.
You have confidence in you now.
And begin. Continue. You are push boat loop. Okay, release. So the other really cool thing that makes push boat look extra cool, but not just push boat, but the whole thing, is if this doesn't stop moving. So, I've probably said this before, but the slight difference between saber form and empty hand form, aside from the fact that there's a saber in your hand, which makes it different just in itself, is that in empty hand form, my body doesn't ever stop moving. Saber, my body may stop and start to accommodate this not stopping. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what I mean by stopping is, and there's no shame or criticism here, it's just an example of how you learn it, right?
That looks like what I'm trying to do.
Okay, the correct sequence is a big deal. So, I'm going to change it a little bit to try to not make this stop. So my body is going to do a little bit different stuff, or it feels different, feels connected, so that I can facilitate this not stopping. Does that make sense? Like, imagine this big pendulum, and you're the weight around the pendulum that lets it keep swinging. All right, let's try it where, don't worry about the 10,000 pound legs, but do worry about head suspended. That's always going to help you. And try to not let this stop, okay? Which does not mean speed up. And begin. Nice. Keep going. Do another loop. Release. How does it feel? Looks pretty good to me.
For some reason, that
The
to start it back over, so I get spun around or something, I don't know what's going on.
You want to see it?
No, it's when you cycle back through,
Yeah.
for some reason, there's something that
Yeah, go,
Oh,
go.
well, it is going the wrong way.
Yeah, right.
I'm turning it into swimming laps, so that may be just like,
That's probably what it is.
yeah.
That throws me off a bit too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off. Just for expedition, rather than like reset, change things, like just do it again, your feet are in the same spot. Sorry if I confused you.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to figure out what I was doing wrong.
This is wrong, because push pull doesn't go that way, you're right, it doesn't, unless you turn it into a drill. And when I was practicing and learning it as a green sash, that's what I did, is I took pieces of it and I just turned it into like, I called them like swimming laps. And every turnaround over the head hidden knife was like my flip turn, and I would just do my laps. So, your results may vary, that may not feel fun to you.
No, I just need to get it.
That's what I
all.
did.
That was like-
All right, so, let's try it a couple more times.
It's good.
Head suspended, don't let it stop. And begin. And go ahead and stop after the turn and we'll reset, like normal times. Reset.
Oh, okay.
Begin. Reset, one more time. Begin. And release. Line up. Any questions or comments? Anything? Hmm? Alrighty, let's go ahead and bow out.
Head instructor.
Try to advance, intermediate, advance,